What's up? I just wanted to make a video about some real ass shit. Like, I could talk my shit, and honestly, I can do that all day and forever. But it's just necessary to also acknowledge other aspects of me living my life. Like, I can't just acknowledge the part that I feel like people want to see, even if I'm doing this publicly. You know what I'm saying? This is not for people for the most part. This is for myself. You know, as I meet with people that say they can't even be in front of a camera, and I think, yo, this is for me. Just the same way I'm on the stage. I really don't be putting on the show because I feel like I'm watching the crowd. You know what I'm saying? I'm letting them put on the show, and I'm reflecting that. But because, you know, I'm still developing in a way where people don't really recognize me for my energy yet, you know, I don't really connect with the crowd right now, you know, and that's okay because I don't connect with a lot of things in life. You know, does that mean anything is wrong? I don't like to be the one to say so, because I'm going to do what's for me, you know, regardless of upbringing or whatever I feel is best for me at this time. So in this topic, I wanted to speak on family. I've been seeing so many interesting dynamics with families that I just wanted to touch on what a family is to me, how I look at it. So some family members, I think family, or when you have a blood tie with someone, that's just physical representation to say that y'all souls have tied for maybe like karma reasons, or maybe just like a soul sister, or like that type of a bond where we're so alike that we're like a tribe, you know. But a lot of family members through blood, I would say, is more of a karmic energy, or just a lesson, something to physically display to you, something within yourself that you need to learn from. Seems like it's about to rain. I'm gonna keep on going until it gets like really too much, because sometimes it's little rainstorms in Miami, but sometimes it's just little rain passings too. So rain showers, that's what it's called. But yeah, think about it in this aspect, right? So like, cause me, I have a tribe that's not blood related, but I feel connected to them in the way that they even move and the way that they act. You know, not necessarily on a physical aspect, and that's the interesting thing with blood, that 9 times out of 10 you do share that physical connection. Um, but why is it that you can feel a tribe connection with someone that's not blood ties? You know, that's also an explanation to show to you that everyone that we connect to and we physically meet, you know, it's showing us a karmic tie between us. Like, if we meet and we close, and you know, we feel like we just met, and but we knew each other forever, we want to be friends forever type vibe, we have a lot of history. You know, and then there's some people that you don't really feel no connection to, but you appreciate their energy in that moment, you never see them again. You know, we have a soul tie, and we have a mutual respect, and us coming here, we all agree to share that moment with us, even when we're in a group. Everything is so divine. But my family, personally, I feel like my family was here to teach me strength, to make me my warrior that I am. You know, I came through a very powerful lineage, and we're filled with a lot of culture and a lot of strength on both sides. You know, big families, a lot of structure, and I can't necessarily connect to that lifestyle right now, especially being 24. My mama had 2 kids at 24, but I think her doing that is showing me something within myself. Like, okay, I see my mama did it. Let me take this route and do something different, because I could have very well been that person too. But if you see it and you know you're supposed to be a better version of your family, you want to do better, even if sometimes they don't connect to that because they don't relate to that. You know, they can't connect to what they haven't lived. And you just try to learn from every lesson, and sometimes it don't have to be your own, but because you live your own life and nobody really knows your life, sometimes that's why lessons are blessings. You know, sometimes it's necessary for you to experience that, because it's a difference between thinking and feeling. You know, it's a big difference. Families, Sometimes it could be so bad, like you have a karmic tie with someone and they could be your fucking worst enemy. You see kids killing their parents, that's karma. That's karma that you built up, and family doesn't necessarily mean that they for you. Sometimes your family could be the people holding you down. I'm not gonna say my family is. I get support and I get not so much love, but overall everything is humbling, and it's always something that I could say is part of my purpose. It's just my path. It's my life. But what happens when you develop a tie to someone that's not blood related? So now you're dealing with that experience. They're not family, so are they necessary to even... They're not family, so are they even necessary to be in your life? How do you know if it's good for you or if it's not? Is it just because of the way they make you feel? Because a lot of people done made a lot of people feel good and then bad, or vice versa. That's a fleeting situation. Emotions, and that's why they say emotions is not us, because at the end of the day, you can switch up through so many emotions and still display it within your own energy. That is you. How you react to it, that is you. No, my screen is kind of messed up now. I prayed before I did this, you know, because it was humming and all type of distractions before, but I already came to this location. So after this, I'm heading to the library to study. So I'm like, I need to get this out. I don't want to sit on topics, you know. And I prayed for clarity to express what's necessary, because like I can speak on these topics forever, but I need to touch on what's going to be able to connect. And it's just so interesting because I spent a lot of my life not connecting, and because of that, it's like that's what made me different from other people. Like, I'm really out here not living in the matrix, living the life that is desirable in this age of Aquarius, but nobody really got the balls to really do it on some real shit. People out here flexing, living their life like, oh yeah, I got my own whatever, I got my own, you know what I'm trying. But listen, you want to do vlogs on a daily, you can do the structure and do all that shit, but if you ain't real life living this shit, I'm gonna be the difference, and you're gonna be able to tell the difference with the way I move, like out the gate. That's the difference. People come on camera and you can do whatever you want to do, you can say whatever you want to say, and some people got some good ass talent, and that's true. But the difference between you and somebody like me, and the reason why I don't really care about this 3D aspect, and I'm still living good and comfortable, and I'm doing what's best for me, and people could look at me and actually envy me. The reason why that is because I'm out here doing what's supposed to be doing, like supposed to be done. Like, I'm not perfect, and that's why I speak to the Most High, and I tell him like, him or her. But within this energy, I speak to them like a father, because I feel like it's a protection energy. In those moments where it's like, thank you for protecting me as I'm learning myself and being honest with that transition of embracing myself. You know, it's only through noticing how other people maneuver do I realize how blessed I am. People want to push like they living, but they ain't. You know, they could get on camera and do whatever they want, and then they got to go and work for the man. I'm out here really getting it. I'm out here trying to build the structure, learn the matrix, and live this shit for real. Off camera is going to be the same person. We can have the same type of conversation. I don't even need to know you, and that's real life. I don't go back to another aspect. Like, my life and what I do, everything is connected into one. It's not separate lives. Everything's going to be connected into one. I'm not trying to push anything in particular, except for the fact that I'm really out here expressing what I'm living, and I'm doing this in a creative way. I deserve respect. A lot of people want to be living this lifestyle, but they don't have the balls to do it. That's why they I don't want to talk bad about nobody, because at the end of the day, I did what was necessary for me too, to get where I'm at right now, to be actually feeling this type of way. Like, and those are people that get respected. It's like, what is really going on? What is really people really thinking? That's why I say I don't really do it for the people. It's just like interesting when you really see how people move and what they pay attention to, and what they feed into as if they're unknowledgeable, or even Sometimes I don't think they're unknowledgeable anymore. I just think they don't care. You know, but this is why I do these for me. If anyone could connect to it, that's family to me, you know. We on a tribe system, and I know that it's necessary for us to express, because if not, we're gonna be whitewashed over by people that don't even know about this shit. People that learn this stuff online and they trying to talk this like, oh yeah, I know this because I read an article, la 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 la. Whoa, I'm living this. I was raised off this. Stop playing. But that was necessary for me to be through the family genes that I have, to be able to really live this life and express it. So if I'm saying like I'm supposed to be in this energy in this time, like I'm already built for this. It was aligned with me. It was destiny. But the world could relate. Hopefully this came in clear. I know the screen a little, but that's the difference between real life. I'm gonna still put this out. I'm not gonna let what happens stop, because that is all in one. That's part of the exchange. That shower, that brought cleansing, and we can really get real then. There's love to our shit.